Good, happy Friday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this first episode of Good Morning, New Hampshire. Let's get started. Community in shock after teen dies in crash days before graduation. A community is in mourning after a teenager 3 days away from graduating, died in a crash on Route 25 in Rumney. Portsmouth Chief Building Inspector charged with assault. Portsmouth Chief Building Inspector has been charged in connection with an altercation that he allegedly had with a local contractor at City Hall. Man displaced after Laconia apartment fire. Firefighters battled a blaze at an apartment building in Laconia Thursday afternoon. DES bottled water is not a long-term solution to PFOA contamination. The New Hampshire Environmental Services held a public information meeting in Bedford Thursday night after several private wells near the St. Gobain plastic plant showed high levels of chemical PFOA. Wildflower Festival is Saturday at Rocks East. Franconia Notch Regional Chamber of Commission is hosting the 23rd annual celebration of lupins this June, and the event begins this Saturday at Rocks East. Police chase accused bank robber through 2 towns. A 19-year-old Hollis man was arrested Thursday in Pelham in connection with a bank robbery in Londonderry. Lawmakers call session to reconsider Granite Hammer funding. State lawmakers will try again to nail down Operation Granite State Hammer. Rare love letter written by JFK to mistress to be auctioned off in Amherst. A forensic piece of history is going up for auction, a 4-page love letter written by Presidential John F. Kennedy to a secret mistress. Fire leaves family homeless in Derry. A Derry family was left without a place to live after a fire destroyed their home Thursday. Update. New Hampshire Democratic Superdelegate Martha Fuller Clark backs Bernie Sanders. One of the 2 national superdelegates in New Hampshire delegation to the Democratic National Convention has chosen a presidential candidate. U.S. Chamber of Commissions hits Hassan on spending in new TV ad. The U.S. Chamber of Commissions says it will begin on Friday to air its second television ad in the past month, attacking Governor Maggie Hassan in an effort to support Republican incumbent Kelly Ayotte in the U.S. Senate race. Londonderry battle line prepares for deployment overseas. An engineer battle line from Londonderry is beginning deployed as part of Operation Enduring Freedom. Woman charged in daughter's death opts for trial by judge. A Nashua woman who is charged in connection with a death of her 3-year-old daughter has opted for a trial by a judge rather than a jury. How popular is Donald Trump with Hispanic voters? Donald Trump has promised to build a wall along the southern border. He's referred to Mexican immigrants as rapists and criminals. he's attacked the Republican Hispanic governor of New Mexico. Bill Gross, get ready for an entirely different market. Bill Gross has some bad news for investors. In his June investment outlook released Thursday, the widely followed bond fund manager continued that bond and stocks returns realized in the last 40 years are a gray, if not black swan, event that cannot be repeated. Fort Hood soldiers, 5 Fort Hood soldiers died, 4 missing after truck overturns in creek. 5 Fort Hood soldiers have died and 4 more are missing after a truck overturned in a creek near the military post in Killeen, Texas, authorities said. Calvin Harris breaks his silence on split from Taylor Swift. A huge amount of love and respect remains. Calvin Harris is speaking out on his relationship rumors surrounding his recent breakup. Just one day after source confirmed to ET that DJ/producer had split from Taylor Swift, Harris, real name Adam Wills, took to Twitter to break his silence and set the record straight. He said on Twitter, "The only truth here is that the relationship came to an end and what remains is a huge amount of love and respect." Today is National Donut Day. Each Friday on the first Friday in June, people participate in National Donut Day. This celebration, the donut, and honors the Salvation Army Lazier, the woman who served donuts to soldiers during World War II. In 1917, the original Salvation Army donut was the first served by the ladies of the Salvation Army. It was during World War I that the Salvation Army Laziers went to the front lines of Europe. Home-cooked food provided by these brave volunteers were moral boost to the troops. The donut were often cooked in oil inside a metal helmet of American soldiers. American infant were then commonly called donut boys, a more standard spelling in donut. How to observe. Celebrate the day by enjoying your favorite donut. Use hashtag National Donut Day or hashtag National Donut Day when using social media. In the history, National Donut Day was created by the Salvation Army in 1938 to honor the woman who served donuts to soldiers in World War I. This day began as a fundraiser for Chicago Salvation Army. The goal of their 1938 fundraiser was to help the needy during the Great Depression. Now let's take a look at your weather right now. Let's take a look at your radar real quick. And here's a look at your radar. As you see on radar, we have some rain getting ready to move into New Hampshire. Now let's talk about your weather for today and tonight. Your weather for today, morning fog, then cloudy this afternoon, high near 75 degrees, winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, partly cloudy, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible, low around 55 degrees, winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Let's take a look at your next 5-day forecast. Here's a look at your next 5-day forecast. And now let's take a quick look at your traffic. And here's a look at your traffic. As we're seeing a lot of green roadways, and we have a few yellow areas and a few red areas. Otherwise, traffic is moving pretty good on your Friday. And that does it for our first episode of Good Morning New Hampshire. I hope you all enjoyed this first episode, and let us know what you think of Good Morning New Hampshire, and let us know if you think we should do this more often. Goodbye, everyone. We're going to end off the show with a song, Tori Savon Youth. Have a great Friday. Bye.